The enormous use of concrete that we see around in the buildings make me think that if there is a sustainable substitute that can impact the environment in a large scale. I am Kiran, representing the Mixed DFAB team. We are pitching with this idea, hoping to see a market transformation for low carbon concrete in place of traditional OPC-based concrete, which is prevalent in the country for over a few decades now. The opportunity that we see is huge. The statistics show that at least 7.5 million housing being constructed in the next few years under PMAY are using concrete-based materials in the envelope. These housing programs encourage the use of technologies that can increase the pace and quality of construction. And if we substitute with a low carbon concrete, the emission reduction potential for these houses is over 1.6 gigaton. If you look at the ingredients of the concrete, the cement volume is only 10%, but the CO2 emission is over 80%. 80%. The reduction of this huge CO2 emission is possible in several ways. Cement processing in the industries have become efficient because of the PAT schemes initiated by the government. Secondly, there are innovative and supplementary cementitious materials and aggregates available now, which can replace the conventional OPC-based ones. With these, we can engineer the concrete mix depending on the structural requirements based on the regional and climate context. Using these interventions, we can reduce the carbon emissions by 50 to 60%. While doing this, we can address the RETV requirement of ENS, which is less than 15 watt per meter square, so that we can benefit the emission reduction from the building operation. At first, a higher cost is expected as the value chain is still in the initial stage, which can be improved as the market is getting established. So far, we see the application of this technology for mostly non-structural applications. The technology is relatively new. Small-scale demonstrations have been carried out at the university level for structural applications. The technology is quite simple, helps construction productivity, safer and healthier construction environment. With the support of GBPN, we plan to approach R&D organizations like NCB, policy institutes like AEEE, and rating agencies like GRIHA, who can help us to reach out the key stakeholders to initiate and change the required momentum in the industry. So the multidisciplinary knowledge of this subject needs to be disseminated to various stakeholders involved in the construction for an inclusive approach so that the local bodies who involved in the execution of projects get benefited. We plan to involve them to design and demonstrate a full-scale housing project. We will also help to evaluate the emission reduction potential in the overall building cycle. The core benefits are thermal comfort, energy savings, and climate resilience. To achieve this, we plan to first ask the local government to pilot these technologies with one of their housing projects, and we could offer our services during design, construction, operation stages. We would like to involve HUDCO and BMPTC to utilize their funding schemes under demonstration projects and viability gap funding. And in return, we could monitor the project performance, share the risk, success, and failures of the project. We also want to ask CPWD and BEE to endorse this demonstration so that it can help for quicker adaptation and change in SOR if required. We could even involve third-party assessors at this stage if required. With this pilot, by 2025, we can start seeing the overall CO2 reduction potential in the housing projects. And by 2030, it can multiply the impact at state level. And by 2040, it can be adopted by many other state governments and multifold the emission reduction by several times. By 2050, we want to see at least 10 million new housing constructions to adopt this technology and contribute to the global emission reduction. We are a team of researchers, practical-minded, with considerable experience in the basic and applied research, policy, and consultation. And our dream is to see 2 gigaton emission reduction in the housing industry by 2050 through our intervention. We would like to form alliance with other members as we go along. My colleagues from CPWD, Alma Mater, IITM, and NTU Singapore, AEEE, and GBPN to achieve this state. Thank you.